Hi, I'm Rajin Gill with BC Farm and Ranch. We're back with Farm Fridays. Today we're in the amazing community of Arnold in Sumas. Arnold was hit with the floods in November, and we have our friend Sandra here. And Sandra, do you want to tell the audience a little bit more about yourself and what you guys do?
Yeah, thank you for coming here today. So my name is Sandra, and my husband and I, first and foremost, I would say we rescue a lot of animals.
Yeah.
I think we're close to 30 at this point. It's just a passion of ours. We've been together for over 20 years. And that's kind of always been a dream, and this area and this community is just the best place to do it.
Yeah.
It's been amazing, yeah. And Jesse's a business owner as well as I am.
Cool. And you guys used to have some lavender here as well, right?
We did. So we launched the lavender, the product last year. We had a really beautiful lavender oil that came from the plants. And unfortunately, we lost it all in the flood. But we were really excited about it. And I mean, it's something we haven't totally written off, but for now, it's the project is on hold. So yeah.
Yeah, those were some pretty devastating floods, as everyone knows. Do you guys feel like you guys were prepared? Was there lots of notice from the city, or do you guys feel like it kind of just crept up on you?
It was crazy. I can't express it enough unless you were actually here. There was no preparation. So the night before, the neighbors and I and Jesse were actually joking like, "Hey, you got some water in your field,"
Yeah.
Nobody knew because if we didn't know, perhaps a neighbor knew, but nobody knew.
Yeah.
And we weren't. The sirens were going off. We woke up around 5 a.m. as we usually do. We were about 3 feet underwater, and I think Jesse and I were both in shock.
Yeah.
And we then heard sirens around 6 a.m. and that's really when they told us to evacuate. And we were,
crazy.
Yeah. So I know I've told you this before, but just in the nick of time, Jesse was able to carry our animals up on the deck and then run our cows to up on the mountain. A gentleman by the name of Gary, thank you, Gary, let us keep our cows there. So we managed to save everybody, but man, it was catastrophic.
Yeah, and it seems like a common thing where a lot of people didn't have a heads up.
Yeah.
Or like on a city level, you would think that they would provide heads up for everyone, and ultimately, I think the community really banded together, and if it weren't for the community, I think there would be a lot of casualties.
Oh my gosh, no, the community. I say this every time, Jesse. The community saved us. People couldn't get in and out either, right?
Yeah.
So you have to think, like, we were kind of stuck here, and we had a couple of guys from the mountain take their speedboat down. They took us and the dogs out. I mean, we had a neighbor down the street who we had never talked to before the flood. He gave us his truck so we could all stay together.
Yep.
I mean, the community our neighbor helped Jesse carry the animals. Like, I'm not that strong. Like, if ever there was a doubt in humanity that day, it was like, wow, like it's pretty incredible. The human spirit is pretty incredible.
For sure. How has the recovery process been like after you guys were ultimately allowed back? How's that recovery been like? Has there been help? Is there more help needed?
Oh yeah, there's more help needed. I think locally, the government, our mayor has been trying so hard to get the attention of the provincial, the federal government, because there's so much work that needs to be done. There's a lot of money that needs to be raised. The Ministry of Agriculture, I will say, has been amazing.
Yep.
So we had a gentleman come here. They've been amazing, helping us out. Get your paperwork in. We'll get you the money for the lavender, everything you've lost. As far as the government, like our houses, they've been slow on the draw, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And also, they're also counting. They're saying some places have essential space and non-essential space. So they're asking, it's going down to like, what bedrooms do you use? We'll count that bedroom and not this bedroom. And so,
I had no clue. I had no clue that was even a thing. Although I will say, obviously, there's no perfect answer for the government too. And even moving forward with, like, I know both of us has attended the meetings of how they should proceed forward. There's really no perfect answer.
No.
But it seems like they're doing what they can, and they're taking people's feedback, right? So that's all you can kind of hope for. And
exactly. And at the end of the day, for us personally, we didn't lose anyone. You know,
Yeah.
you can't replace a life. You can replace drywall and things. And although that is still very devastating,
Yep.
at the end of the day, we hang on to that great part about it. And you
sure.
know, we just gotta take things as they come.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that was the big thing throughout the whole floods. Like everyone just banded together, everyone helped each other, and
Yeah.
and there was really no casualties in that sense. So
Yeah.
cool. I really appreciate you taking your time out and joining us for
you.
Farm Friday.
Thank
and
you.
see you guys next time.
See ya.